Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world, and welcome to my channel. Whether you're watching in Facebook, on my main page, or in the Heart of Manifesting, or on YouTube, um, hello. And if you want to comment, I'd love some comments. Just feed along anything that I'm saying, ask any questions. I'll be here for about 20 minutes, I think, or possibly more. So what I'm going to do today is just talk about the phases of the moon and how we can use them for manifesting. I'm going to talk about the phase that we're in now and the phase that we're going to move into on Monday, and how they're both different and what we need to do. I'm going to also talk about some of the things, the energy that we need to bring into it now to really allow our manifestations to grow at this stage. This is really powerful. If you do this every month, if you do this, and especially this month, because we've just had that eclipse, and we're before the next lunar phase is going to be the full moon on, I think it's the 18th, the full moon, which is also an eclipse. So we had a solar eclipse for the new moon, and we're going to have a lunar eclipse for the full moon. And there's a lot of tension in that. So I'm going to talk about that more next week. I get a lot of my information. I'm not an astrologer, but I've followed several people over the years. I think my two favorite at the moment, Pam Gregory, love her. She's an English lady, and she has such an incredible knowledge. So I follow her. And then I've followed for a while as well, Tanya Gabrielle. She's somewhere, I think, Mountain Time in the US. And again, she brings a lot of energy and love and sort of high vibes to what's happening. And I followed others, and I still do, but I don't want to confuse you. Those I feel are the two that I would favor at the moment. So at the end, I'm going to pull a few cards just to see what the cards say, if there's any more information that I haven't got. So I'm just I got this beautiful protection spray, actually, which is beautiful with it's Eastern Rose Angel Protection Spray, and I got that from the lovely Carmel Hogan, who has a fantastic healing center down in Waterford. And I've had some hijami. Is it hijami? Hijama, I don't even know how to call it, but it is cupping and releasing, and some needles, you know what I mean. I can't remember the name of it. Needles, you know what I mean. Fantastic, fantastic treatment. So, okay, what we need to think of first of all, at the moment, the moon is at this waxing crescent. Actually, that's the name, in fact, of Carmel Hogan's place. It's waxing crescent moon, as far as I can remember. But we're at that waxing crescent stage right now. So the moon has been new. So it was in its dark phase, and it's now, we can see that little slither in the sky, and it's getting bigger. It's at 20% right now, 27% as I'm making this video. This stage, which started, I think, a day or so ago, lasts for 7 days. Maybe it started a day and a half, 2 days ago. It lasts for 7 days. And this is the stage where we really want to allow our manifesting to grow, just like the moon is growing. Hi, Joni, good to see you. So if you can imagine that every month when we set our intentions, it's just like setting a seed into the ground. Okay, so you set the seed, but we also expect that seed to grow. And when we set that in seed, we also, so we're setting the intentions. It's just like setting the seed. We need to expect them to happen, and we also need to tend to them. We need to water them, look after them, and give them energy. So this phase, the keywords of this phase is courage, moving forward, and faith. Now this is another astrologer. I like this book, actually, but not so much her. Well, yeah, I won't. Yasmin Boland's book, Moonology, an awful lot of great information in that for all of this, using the moon to emphasize your manifesting. So So what we are looking to do right now is to allow our dreams to blossom. We want our dreams to get bigger and bigger. So that's the tending state that we're at right now. So I've just taken a couple of notes just in case I haven't forgotten. I don't want to forget anything. Yes. So right now it may not look like anything has happened. Some people, some of you, if you've listened to the meditation that I posted, which is called intention setting meditation for the Taurus new moon, which will be wherever you're watching this now, whether it's on Facebook or YouTube, it's on this already. You can still listen to this. I'm going to listen to that again immediately after I make this, because in that meditation, I not only allowed you to set your intentions, and you can still set intentions at this stage. You're still at the growing stage, and you can still feel those feelings, because that meditation was very much about getting clear on what your big result was and feeling the feelings of it. And that's really important, because as we do that, as we're feeling those feelings, we're in alignment. There's a clear pathway of where we want to go, and we really want to use this energy now as the moon is building up. um, so it's just like I would say, when you set those intentions, we need to have faith that is going to happen. So if you could imagine expecting it like you're expecting a really treasured visitor, somebody's coming, you're not sure when, you might be waiting for their flight and you don't know what time they're actually going to arrive, but they're going to arrive, and you have this excitement about it. That's the way we need to feel now about our manifesting, our wishes and our intentions. Um, and remember, it's very important as well not to try to figure out the how. This is where we always get stuck. We ask for something big and we try to figure out how we're going to get it. And we end up getting stuck in our head and in a sort of a lack mindset very easily by getting overwhelmed. Now, I did say to you, I have an enormous, it's such a huge wish this month. Now, I'm not expecting it to happen this month, but I'm expecting parts of it. I'm expecting to meet people, to hear some exciting news about it. I'm expecting, to get inspiration of my next steps. What do I need to do? But I'm not trying to figure out all the ways of how it's going to happen, because it's so enormous, I would get overwhelmed with it. So just get excited for now. Get excited and really visualize it. So do that meditation again to really get clear and visualize it. When you're visualizing, you may not see it in clear detail, but over time you can get to work on this. I have a meditation actually for allowing that. It's a training to make your intentions grow, which I'm going to actually have for sale on my page and shortly. But it's just to get really, really clear on how it looks like. But it's very important to match the feelings. So when you start thinking ahead and you look at what that feeling is going to be, at the end, when you get that end result, that's where we need to feel right now. Not all day. You're not going to do this all day, but when you think of it, just stop and remind yourself. And also in that meditation, as far as I can remember, I did squeeze in that intention. So I asked you at the end of the meditation to squeeze your finger and thumb together when you had that big feeling. And that's so that anytime during the day, you might like to do that again, just squeeze your finger and thumb, and it'll give you a burst of that feeling when you've done that meditation a few times, because your mind is programmed to feel that when you get excited, when you see what it looks like, and it's that excitement for it. So for now, think about the wish, visualize the wish, read your intentions again. So remember, the intentions are the things that we intend to do. And they may be relevant to your big wish, or they may be something completely different. I've been on a healing journey for the past, I don't know, I think I stopped and stepped away from social media last July, August. So I've been healing and working on my own well-being and health and mindset for this past time. I've just stepped away, and I feel, I've come a long way. but that healing journey is continuing. So I have some intentions about, what I intend to do to stick with the protocol that I'm with, to, make different adjustments, to make sure that I guard and seal my energy, that I when I'm turning up live, that I will, do a little sacred space ritual beforehand, and also clear my space afterwards. So those are in some of my intentions, along with some intentions on, I have an intention this month to go live at least twice a week, either on any of these platforms, but I really want to move more over to YouTube. So those are my intentions. So get clear on what they are for you. And when you read them every day, it should, it should remind you, it should spar you up. Now, I'm not sure whether you can see this, but in my little, just there, yes, you can see it. I have my little crystal grid, which is what I do with my intentions, and that is just, I play with my crystal stones and I make a new pattern every month. And in the center, I have a piece of citrine, which is the manifesting stone, and it's quite a big, sizable piece of citrine. So I put my intentions and my wishes underneath that. And every day I'm in this room, this is my space. And when I come in here, I open those, I read them, and I feel the feelings of it happening. So those are some of the things that you can do, but you can also get really clear. And I think I mentioned this on another video on Monday. Get really clear on what it's going to be. You can rewrite it out again. Get clear on the details of what your big wish is going to look like. You might think of more things, and you might want to, write and journal in what that looks like. If you are a writer, if you like journaling, write it out again and again, because as you're writing it, your head, right down your hand, into the pen, onto the paper, you're helping to make that connection, that neural pathway of excitement. The other thing you can do, and I like to do it because I'm an artist more than a writer, I like to doodle on it. I'll just scribble, I'll do little pictures, and I can't turn this around, but I have something behind my wall about my big vision. I've also then made a video for myself on my big vision, and I've made this video by gathering some pictures. I have some pictures that are real, that are my own, and then I've taken photographs, and I have a little video of the place that I want to be in, along with those pictures of me, my family, and what I will be doing in this place, just to remind me. So I watch that every day, and as I watch it, it just brings tingles and lights me up. That's where we want to be at this phase. This is the stage where we really want to get, enthusiastic about it. So read the intentions every day, feel the feelings like you've already got it. So when I watch my video, or when I doodle, or when I write, I want to feel those feelings of the end result. That's what we need to feel. That I mentioned, I think I did, that we can get stuck in the how. The how is not our job. The how, it belongs to the universe. And once we trust, the how will become apparent. And if you can think of it like, on every journey that we take, if you're going somewhere that you don't know, you're going to take this journey. You're going to set maybe your GPS, your sat nav, on the end result, and you don't know all the twists. You don't know beyond the next turn in the road what's going to be there, but you trust that there's something bigger or something with more knowledge showing you where that is going to be. And you just take the steps and trust that you're getting there. And that's what this is like. You take the steps. You must take the action steps when you get the bright idea. So be open for inspiration. Then on Monday the 9th, we're going to move into the half moon, which is the first quarter. And just to be aware, I'm going to make another video on Monday more about that. I don't want to confuse you on everything today. Just stick with the moving forward. But be aware that this is a time when, if there's an obstacle, it's going to pop up. If there is a doubt, it's going to pop up. You might start getting second thoughts. You might start thinking, I can never have this. That's natural. That's normal. I'll speak more about that on a video on Monday. So just to be prepared in advance, if something like this comes up, you can just hold yourself true. I'll speak more of it on Monday though. And I'm going to read some cards today. I'll just check that I have said everything. Yes, the courage moving forward and faith, having faith that it's going to happen and constantly moving towards it. And don't forget, you don't have to move in a straight line. There's always twists and turns on the road. Trust your gut. I'm not sure have I got it here because, yes, if you don't know how to trust your gut, what I do, I have pendulums, so I will hold this up to my heart, and I know a yes feeling from a no feeling, because this will give me, it's doing nothing right now. But when, hang on, I'm not sure, can you see that? Yeah, you can. So it's doing nothing right now, but I'm asked, if I say yes, 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 it's moving with my energy and it's opening up, it's turning in a circle. And then if it's a no, 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 see, it's just moving straight forward and back. That's attuned to where I feel it. So I use my pendulum if I am struggling with a question. Now, just bear with me. I have something in here in my very overpacked drawer, which I have made. These are divining rods, which anybody can make, okay? And I keep these in my drawer to explain to people if they're stuck with a question. It's basically a coat hanger bent into, so this is about, I suppose, 8 inches long, this side, and the other is just the length of the coat hanger. Just 2 seconds so I can actually see. So this is the length of the coat hanger, and what I do then is I'll put the short end into a straw, and I can hold. When you hold them together, and if you hold them near your heart, when you put them into your hands first, because you're not touching them, they pick up your energy and they move around a little bit until they find your energy. So if I was going to say no, no, no. Or if I was going to think of something really sad, just give me a moment, I'll try to think of something. See, if I'm thinking of something sad now and they're just curling in towards me. But if I think of my big end result, okay? See, they're opening out. Can you see that? They're just opening out, and they're completely opening out because I get excited when I feel that big end result. Play around with these. Hang on, I'm after going full screen. Play around with these because you can get a lot of feedback. So, when you want to make a decision and you're not sure what to do, they're very useful. You can ask yourself, if I make this decision, how will I feel at the end? You can hold your coat hangers, and if they open up, that is a sign it's a good decision. If they're closing back, it may be that you have a fear, but it might be that you need to rethink your decision. Okay, I'm going to read a few cards now before I head along. I've been talking for 18 minutes and I don't want to overdo it. So I'm just going to shuffle and get in tune with just a message for today as the moon is crescent, and what we need to do, what we need to focus on. Is there anything else that we need to focus on? And a card has just turned upside down here, so I'll just read that. That's interesting, and it isn't really anything that I mentioned. Okay, now that's definitely jumped out. Oh, lovely. Okay. Right. Okay, quite a few have jumped out here now, so I'm going to read what I have. So the first one anyway is infinite supply. This is just reminding you that the law of supply, that there is an infinite supply of everything that you could need in this universe. So anything that you need or you desire for your big wish, and your big wish will be something that just lights you up. Don't let yourself think of, but I haven't got this or this or this. Just know that there's a supply there. You don't need to know where it's coming from right now, but just know that there is an infinite supply. It's the second of the 11 spiritual laws, the law of supply. There is a supply there. And also from that card, there is, not only is there infinite supply, we are everything that we want, everything that we need is there. The only block between it is us, is our own thoughts around it. So just allow yourself to know that your today and all your tomorrows are taken care of. This card jumped out, actually. In fact, this one was first, which was the Guardian, and just reminding you that you and your loved ones are safe. So if you're going through something that you are moving through, and if you are stuck in fear or worry about anything, it's going to lower your vibration. But if you just stop and think, your loved ones are safe and spiritually protected, and you can call on any energy to surround you with protection. But when you feel that, and it just raises your body out of it, it takes the worry, it takes the fear out of it, just knowing that there is no with the universe there, and with manifesting, you don't have to be good, you don't have to be important, you don't have to be special, you don't have to, we're all deserving of everything, and it doesn't matter who or where you are. This works for everybody. What gets in the way is our belief on it. So what we need to work with is really looking at trusting, having faith, knowing it can work for you as well as anybody else. The next card is Kali, which is, I don't know much about the goddesses, but this is really just talking about endings and beginnings. And this phase that we're going through right now, which has been so tricky, and there's been struggle, and there's been worry, and there's been all of the last 2 years or more, people have been stuck in fear. It's fear. And every time, I've stopped listening to the TV and radio a long time ago, but I know a lot of people still do. And every time you turn it on, it's pumping fear, 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 fear. It's now pumping fear and anger. And when you think of that, when you think of fear, if you hold your pendulums, which I demonstrated a moment ago, if you hold those, not pendulums, those divining rods, and you if you think something fearful, you're closing down. So you're not attracting what you want. You're attracting more of a lower vibration, which is a closed circuit. But when you release and open up and release fear, you're moving towards something that you want. This card is just reminding you that we're at the end of this old phase, and there's a beginning of something remarkable, something new. And we are in this transitionary phase, the end of an old era, moving into the new era of Age of Aquarius, Golden Age, love, 5-dimensional energies, which is, love, harmony, bliss, gratitude, joy. We're moving into much higher states, and that fear, worry, anger, resentment, humiliation, shame, all of those lower vibrations need to be left behind. So yes, we're going to feel anger every now and again. Yes, we're going to feel sadness. But what we need to do is look at it, heal it, and release it, not to sit in that vibration. So this is just telling you we're at that stage. Plus, it's also to do with the phases of the moon. So we've been with the dark moon, the new moon, and we're moving now towards the full moon. So as you move towards the full moon, you're moving towards what it is that you're desiring more. If you can feel that the energy coming up to the full moon is really, it's more and more powerful, and it brings things to the surface. So if your intentions are clear, and if your desire and your wish and you're clear on it, and you're feeling those feelings, you're using this lunar pull to bring you more into that. It's really powerful to work with this phase. This one is just reminding you to guard and shield your energy. So look where your energy is going. Allow yourself to stay on a higher frequency or a higher vibration, which is a higher emotional level. So if there are fears and negativity coming into your mind, and listen, we're all living in the same world. What we need to do is trust this is all okay. Trust we're moving towards, light. And we need to switch the light on darkness. We need to be able to see what's ahead. We need to be able to see the dark or the bad or the difficult. And in fact, there's, because Pluto has been, oh, I won't even go into that right now, but Pluto is all very much about, you know, um, revealing things that need to be seen, looking at things that need to be seen. But it's in order to clear it. Pluto has just gone retrograde, so you may in this period, and I think it's retrograde for quite a while, but in this next up to nearly 6 months, we may feel like we're looking back and we're seeing other things, and we need to see the dark in order to clear it and to shine the light on it. But we don't need to sit in it or stay in it. So this is telling you to keep guarding and shielding your energy. In that meditation that I did last week on this platform, the intention setting meditation, there is that energy of bringing light in, surrounding yourself in this bubble. This is good to go for the rest right up until the full moon. And I will make another one at the full moon and leave it here. And then it could be, it's a really good idea right now if you're feeling any negativity, if you're feeling, even if you're not, get out into nature. Get out into nature and be especially close to water. Near bodies of water is really energizing. Water flows down. It doesn't go upstream. It doesn't struggle. It just finds its way. So that, in fact, along with our manifestation, when we're thinking of that we're moving towards, when we start to see obstacles and notice them, be like water. Water will just meander around them, but will always move down to find its flow. You can take detours, but you're always going to the same direction, which is down towards the flow, the bigger flow of what it is you want. And the last card is yes, which I love this card because it's just reminding you to say yes to yourself. Say yes to your dreams, say yes to your hopes. When you say yes, and when I demonstrated with this, if you're just coming on now and you're seeing this, my coat hangers, which are the end in a straw, divining rods, when I say yes, 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 they just open because my energy is open and light. Say yes to yourself. Say yes to the things that you want to do. Say, put yourself first. We need to put ourselves first. We need to be gentle with the child inside us. We need to do the things that we really get lit up to do, because when we do that, we are filling ourselves up and we have more to give. And we're also lighting up our energy. We're in that higher vibration when we say yes. Say yes to the things that you want to do now. Don't say yes to everybody's request on you. It's a different yes. But say yes, and the universe will say yes. And Ganesh has 4 hands, 4 arms. So it's also a message to be open to receiving. Be open to receiving your big wish. Know that it's not, it's not too big. You're enough. Just be open to it. Be ready. I really want to build this up over this month so that we can actually see. I want to see people manifesting something big, and I want to hear back what you did and how it got on. So if you're listening on Facebook, just, pop a question in or a comment. I'd love to hear. And also, if you're listening on Facebook, I would love you to go over to my YouTube channel, which is just Glenys Trinder. You'll see these videos here. Like and subscribe. Just press the subscribe button, because I'm not sure how long I will be on Facebook. But I really want to build up that YouTube channel. So like, subscribe, press the little bell button if you want to get notified. And thank you all for watching, and have a beautiful weekend, and really keep your dreams so close to your heart. Love you all. Bye for now.